Hey, you may not know me, but my name is Marisa Peer, and I've had the joy of training 19,000 therapists all over the world in this amazing therapy known as RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy. I've worked with Olympic athletes, football teams, movie stars, all kinds of people to make them become the best they can be. So in this video today, I'm giving you a lot of my most powerful tools that really are able to install a lot of change. I've used them with people all over the world. I'd like to give them to you completely free so that you can benefit from the things that really work. If you want to change, watch this video. It will help you change, and I'll help you to keep the change too. I'm going to create something today that's going to show you how you can dramatically and powerfully upgrade yourself, even reinvent yourself in some key areas. And those key areas, of course, health, because without health, nothing else matters. Your ability to connect with other people, your relationships, how to have abundance in your life, and how to have confidence, high self-esteem, and how to really believe in yourself. And please stay until the end, because at the end I'm going to give you something really exciting. So let's talk about health and why is health so important. You've heard that expression, health is wealth. If you don't have health, you don't have anything. So we have to really focus on our foundations of health. And actually being healthy is not difficult. You just have to do a few things every day, and they're so simple here. You have to drink water. It's really important. A lot of people hate water, but get up and drink water first. Keep a water, but just drink a little bit of water every day, just hydrate. The second thing you must do is get enough sleep, and that's actually not difficult. You can learn to sleep. You need to sleep in a pitch black room. When you sleep in the dark, every system of your body resets. Even your metabolic rate resets itself. So if you can't sleep in a dark room, wear shades. But when you sleep in the pitch black, it helps your body to regenerate and reset itself. You need to add some green stuff to everything you're eating. You know, you should be having 30 different types of vegetables a week. That's really hard. But every day I think, hey, what can I add? I could add a bit of cucumber to my breakfast. I could add a little bit of green stuff somewhere. It's more important to put good stuff in than to take bad stuff out. So every time you're eating, ask yourself this question, not what do I want? What does my body want? That changed my life when I started to say, what does my body want? My body wants green stuff. Vegetables, I don't. I want fries, but my body wants broccoli. And by saying that, I began to switch the broccoli for the fries. Not all the time, but most of the time. Exercise. We'll say, oh, I haven't got time to exercise. I haven't got room. You need the space of a bath towel to exercise. Get in the habit of going, hey, I can do the plank when I'm watching TV. I can do some crunches while I'm watching television. And I can do lunges while I'm cooking in the kitchen, looking at my emails, talking to my family. So if you do those four things, more water, more green stuff in your diet, more sleep, and a bit of exercise, moving your body, you have the foundations for health. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to have an organic diet. It's a very nice thing. You just have to add those four things. So let's talk about relationships and connection. You see, the joy of our life comes from our connection. Many studies show that what makes us truly happy are our relationships. Whether you can be a billionaire, you can have an amazing business. If you don't have someone to come home to wake up with, someone who loves you, it doesn't mean anything. Many wealthy people are depressed. Some take their own lives because that's not enough. You've got to start with the fact that you are born hardwired and super coded to find connection and to avoid rejection. Connection is important because it's what wires us. We are hardwired for connection. So how do we find it? You see, people don't understand that connecting is a choice. I had an advice column for many years. We were writing and go, hey Marisa, I'm so lonely. I've moved somewhere for my job and I don't know anybody. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Well, why aren't you doing something? I don't know what to do. I live in a village. Well, there's going to be a hairdresser in the village. There's probably going to be a little nail bar, there's a little community shop. Maybe you could offer to walk old people's dogs. You know, those old people have young, attractive sons and grandsons. So it is a choice. If you want connection, it isn't going to come to you. You must go to it. You must go to it, and then it will start to come to you. So think of what you can do right now. Who can you talk to? Who can you see? Who can you meet? What can you join? Where can you go? Because if you go to connection, it will also come to you. And also, if you already have good connections, improve them. You know, make time for people, call people, listen to them. We have two ears and one mouth. We're supposed to listen more and sometimes talk a little bit less. But be there, listen, be interested, be fascinated, put yourself out. I always love this expression, if you want a friend, be one. And that's very true. You've got to give what you most want to get back. So let's talk about abundance. Abundance means a lot of good things all the time. We can be abundantly healthy, abundantly wealthy, abundantly joyful. We can have abundant love. So abundance is good, but how do we get abundance and why is it important? Well, it's more important to say, why do we not have it? We don't have it because of these beliefs. You can't have it all. Something has to give. I've got so much, I shouldn't expect more. Something's going to go wrong. If you have a great career, your marriage suffers. If you have a great marriage, then you can't really have a great career. If you're a great parent, you can't possibly have a great career. So we have this belief that we cannot have it all, and that isn't true. You can actually have it all. You can even have it all the time. It requires some balance. It certainly requires some planning, but you can have it all. So the first thing to have abundance is to look at your belief system. Why do you believe successful women don't have a husband? We'll tell that to Michelle Obama. Why do you believe that a successful woman can't have children? Stella McCartney has 4, and she's a phenomenal parent. There are many people who've got a great marriage, great children, and a great career. And you go, yeah, but they've all got staff. That's not true. I know people who don't have any of that. So why do you believe you can't? And here's what we have to do. We have to go back and question our beliefs. Why do I believe I can't have that? And up will come stuff like, well, I'm not educated. I don't have a degree. I don't come from money. I'm not well spoken. People like Richard Branson also didn't come from wealth. Some of the smartest women were like Lululemon. Lululemon did not invent stretchy black leggings. Dyson didn't invent a vacuum cleaner or a hairdryer or a fan. They took something out and made it even better. You must have an abundant mindset. To have an abundance, you've got to have an abundant mindset. Abundance lies underneath an abundant mindset. What does that look like? It looks like this. I am worthy of wealth. I deserve wealth. I'm worthy of abundance. I deserve riches. It doesn't mean you have to be a billionaire. You can have a wealthy state of mind, a very rich life. You know, I was a single parent and I was in debt, but I'd always say to my daughter, we're so wealthy, we're so rich, we have everything, because we did. We had a house, we had each other. And because I always had the abundant mindset, I created more and more abundance. So let's do it together now. Close your eyes and I want you to say, I am worthy of wealth. I'm deserving of abundance. And again, I'm worthy of wealth. I'm deserving of abundance. Keep saying it, I'm worthy of wealth, deserving of abundance. I want you to notice how you feel. You might say, I feel silly. I feel really silly doing that. Some people say, actually, I feel really angry because it's not true. Others say, I feel tearful and emotional because I don't believe it. You know what that means? It means you've got to do it more and more and more until you do. The mind learns by repetition, and the mind loves and wants to return to what is familiar. So your job is to make these words, these thoughts, these beliefs familiar. Let's do it again. I'm worthy of abundance. I'm deserving of wealth. And you can add in, I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of joy. I'm worthy of riches. You can add in your own words, but keep them in the field of abundance. I'm worthy of abundance. I deserve abundance. I'm deserving of abundance. I'm worthy of health, success, wealth, joy, love, everything. And notice how you feel. Now you can go to step 3, which is I'm worth it, I deserve it. Let's add this. Imagine you want to write a book. You may not, but this is just an example. The first step is I'm worthy of writing a book. I deserve to write a book. I deserve to get published. I deserve my book to do really well. But what does that require? You've got to do a lot of research. Writing a book is not hard, but the next bit, making it sell, keeping it in the public eye, requires so much more. I know that because I've written 7. It requires a lot more work. The hardest part is not writing the book. It's all the things you do afterwards to make it work. And you can't do step 3, find an agent, find a publisher, get people to write about your book if you haven't done step 1, which is I'm worthy of abundance, deserving it. It will all come back to the first step, the most important, the easiest, which just requires you to consistently say, I deserve this, I'm worth it, and to say it and state it until it's true. No, this is not what you say. This is who you are. We can all start to do that right now. And I'd love you to comment below which of those 3 things spoke to you the most. So please comment below. Let's all help each other live a life of abundance. Let's share it and help everyone acquire more abundance all the time. So let's talk about confidence. You know, confidence is really your belief in yourself and your ability to do certain things, whereas self-esteem means what you think of you. You might say, I'm a confident driver, I'm so confident at IT, I'm really confident I can pull that off. So confidence is rather different to self-esteem, which is what you think of you. If I said, hey, I hold you in the highest esteem, it's what I think of you, but self-esteem is what you think of you. And no one else can grow your self-esteem. You have to do it yourself. But you can grow your confidence, you can grow your self-esteem every day. Why is that important? Well, what you think of yourself tends to radiate out from you and come back to you. When you feel inadequate, self-conscious, people pick that up. And when you feel confident and self-assured, they pick that up too. Confidence is something you must work on. No one else can make you confident. So every day you have to say, I am growing in confidence, growing in self-worth. I'm raising my own sense of self-worth, self-value, self-confidence. My self-image is increasing, my self-esteem is going up. Because you can do that every day by saying, I like myself, I'm good at IT. Whatever you're good at, I'm good with people, I'm good at talking, I'm a great parent. It doesn't matter, just learn to praise yourself. There's nothing on the planet that will raise your self-esteem like praise. And by the way, your own praise has more of an impact than someone else. I could say, hey, I love you, you're amazing, but I might have an agenda. But when you say, I love myself, the only agenda is to raise your self-esteem. So praise yourself a lot, and praise it and say things like, I'm a good person, I'm kind, I take the time to listen to other people, I'm interesting, I'm smart, I am really good at fill in the blanks. So every day practice praising yourself, because that will grow your self-esteem so fast. But also praise others. And finally, let praise them. When someone says, hey, I hear you're the best salesperson in your team, don't go, oh no, that's just a fluke. You see, you want to expand. You know how you contract? Not letting in praise. And people say, I love that book. It was terrible. Didn't you notice the first chapter? I said, no, I thought it was great. Hey, I love that jacket. I've had it for 5 years, got a hole in it. So you need to expand and expand and expand. And when you're not expanding, when you're contracting, because you're not letting in praise and you're saying sorry. So here's another very good thing. Don't say sorry, I'm sorry I'm late. Say thank you so much for waiting. See how much you can replace sorry with thank you. Of course you should sometimes say, I'm so sorry, I forgot your birthday, I let you down. That was my bad, I'm sorry. But don't say sorry every day just for being you. Say thank you. I'm going to bring these all together in a very short hypnosis meditation where you can close your eyes and really feel. I want you to feel it, see it, own it, absorb it until this is not what you do, this is who you are. And hypnosis is so easy, it's not scary at all. I want you to uncross your legs, uncross your arms. Let's practice what you're going to do. You're going to do this, you're going to look up, keep your eyeballs up, close the lids down. Let's practice, nothing's going to happen. Just look up as if you're trying to look into your own eyebrows. Roll up your eyes. Keep your eyeballs up, close the lids down. If you can do that, we go into this hypnotic meditation. Let's do it right now. Look up. Keep your eyeballs up, breathe in, breathe out. And again, keeping your eyeballs up, breathe in, breathe out. Just one more time, breathe in, keep your eyeballs up. Just close your eyelids right down, all the way down. And as your eyelids shut down, forget all about the position of your eyeballs. And just drop your chin so you have that same looking down feeling that you might get as you look over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. You are looking down 10 steps right now. You're moving on to step 10 as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9 and 8 and you can see your feet. Hear your feet, feel your feet treading each step. You're taking steps 7 and 6, going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 5 and 4 as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 3. Going way down deep, you're taking step 2, you're taking step 1, just go deeper. and deeper and deeper. And as you go deeper, I want you to imagine what it feels like to be connected. Just really imagine what it would feel like to have people come up and put their arm around you or pat you on the back or link arms with you because you're their friend, their buddy, their partner. I want you to really imagine in your body what it would feel like to be a connected person with great relationships, with a wonderful person that was your person. We're not going to say other half, because you're not a half, you're a whole. But imagine you have your soulmate. You have friends, you have family, you have colleagues at work. People like you, and you like them, but you also deeply like yourself. You connect with others because you like people. People like you. They like you because you like them, but they like you because you really like yourself. What does that feel like? What does that feel like in your body? And what does it look like? What does it look like when you wake up? You know that you could call someone and say, hey, let's hang out. Let's go for lunch. Let's spend some time together. Come over to my place. What does it feel like and look like when you have friends? What does it sound like when you have a bad day and someone says, I'll help you. I'll come over. I'll bring you some soup. I'll look after you. I can help you with that project. You're not well. I can bring you some medication. What does it look like, feel like, and sound like to be connected, to have people who've got your back because you have got theirs? What does it look like, sound like, feel like to be such a good friend, but you also receive? You see, if you can only give, that's no balance at all. You give and receive. You have great friends because you are a great friend, but your friends are great friends. So you have a great partner because you give love, but you also receive it. And I want you to state just a few simple affirmations. And again, I want you to notice how you feel in your body when you repeat these words. Repeat after me. I accept myself as a lovable person. I easily give love. I easily receive the love that surrounds me. I fill and nourish others with my love, and I'm filled and nourished by the love that others have for me. I want you to notice how you feel as you say those words. If they feel not real, not true, not even possible, that's the sign to say them again. And again, let's do it one more time with unshakable, unwavering conviction. I accept myself as a lovable person. I easily give love to others. I easily accept the love that others have for me. I am filled and nourished by the love that others have for me. And I fill and nourish others with my love because I am lovable, I'm enough, I'm worthy, I'm significant. I want you to practice saying it, stating it, affirming it. And now let's talk about confidence. What does that look like? What does it look like to wake up confident in yourself, confident in your abilities, confident in who you are? What does that look like? But also, what does it feel like? What does it feel like for you to walk through the world knowing that you matter, you're significant, you're gifted, you're talented, you have something to offer the world? What does it look like to walk through the world with confidence? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What things do people say? Oh, you're so good at that. I knew you could fix that. I knew I could give that to it. I knew you could handle that. You've done a phenomenal job. Oh, you did that so well. I'm proud of you. What kind of things would you hear if you radiated confidence and high self-esteem? Take a minute of silence right now. Notice, what would you hear? What would you see? And what would it feel like in your body, in your life? And now let's talk about health. Let's talk about you always doing those 4 simple things. Waking up and the first thing you do is drink water. The second thing you do is move your body a little. The third thing you do is add some healthy stuff to your diet. Obviously vegetables, even more so than fruit. And the last thing you do is make sure you get enough sleep. When you get into bed at night, you roll up your eyes at you today and you say, sleep is coming to me. Sleep is descending on me. Sleep is covering me like a blanket and staying with me for 8 hours. Because of course you don't go to sleep. And you certainly don't fall asleep. When you get into bed, sleep comes to you. It descends upon you. It stays with you until you're required. Wake up time in the morning. What does that look like for you? be able to go to bed and say, sleep is coming to me, descending upon me like a mist, covering me, staying with me. And I wake up feeling refreshed, relaxed, revitalized. And all the systems of my body have reset themselves while I was sleeping. What would that look like to you, to enjoy deep sleep where even your metabolic rate is resetting itself? What would it look like? What would it feel like? What would it look like if you hydrated yourself, whether your skin was glowing, your breath was fresher, you had more energy, or because you make sure to drink enough water to hydrate? What would it look like if you made a point of always thinking, hey, what can I add into my diet that's healthy? What can I take out that isn't great, but what can I add in? How can I make sure I put some green stuff, some vegetables, like we require 30 varieties a month? How could we put that into our diet? What could I add in? And how could I move my body? Where could I do the crunches, the lunges, the plank? When I'm watching television, I can do the plank. When you're watching TV, you can do crunches, you can do the plank, you can do lunges while you're in the bathroom cleaning your teeth, you can do lunges. While you're standing at the kitchen counter, put your hands on a bar stool, you can do lunges even while you're waiting for a bus or a train. There's so many ways you can do that while you're waiting for the phone to ring. Even while you're working on your laptop, you can stand up and do some lunges. So look at where you can add health into your life. How can you add exercise? How can you add water? How can you add better food? How can you add better sleep? And how do you feel when you do that? And what do you look like? And what does it sound like when you hear yourself saying, oh, no dessert, I'm a berries person. No, I'm not really into fast food. I don't really do takeouts. I'll have water, not a third coffee. What kind of things are you saying to make this happen? What are you saying? What are you doing? You're saying, I love my morning coffee, but I'm not going to have it until I've had a glass of water. I'm delaying the coffee. I'm having the water first. What does it look like when you say, yeah, I do want fries, but my body likes some green beans, so I'm ordering those or taking those? How do you shop? How do you cook? How do you sleep? How do you feel? How is your life changing? You see, your body is so amazing and your body is so forgiving. Your body is so forgiving. Your liver is the most forgiving organ in your body. And if you do 4 things for your body, just 4, add water, add green stuff, get more sleep in a pitch black room, and move your body just a bit, your body will do 404 things back. As you start to do nice things for your body, it will do so many nicer things for you. Your body is depending on you to love it, to look after it, to care for it. And if you do, you and your body will work as a team. You'll live longer, feel better, look better all the time. So start to do that now. And finally, abundance. What does abundance look like to you? Does it mean you have a lot of love, a lot of friends, a lot of success, a lot of joy? And maybe it looks like you have a lot of wealth, a lot of connections. What does it look like to you? And how are you going to get it? How often are you going to say, I'm worthy of abundance, I deserve abundance? Say it now. What kind of things do you say to enjoy abundance? I'm worth it, I deserved it, I worked for this, I deserve all of this. How do abundant people speak? That's what they say, I deserve this, I worked for this, I've been working towards this for years, I'm worthy of it, I deserve it all. How do they speak? How do you speak? What do you hear? How does it feel to live an abundant life and to share that with others? Because part of being abundant is sharing it, having more, so others may benefit. The more people benefit from you being abundant, the more reasons you have to be abundant. So think right now, who could benefit from me having more? How would they benefit? You see, if you can make a list of who would benefit and how, so many of the blocks to abundance have gone already, because it's not just about you. So what would that feel like, that you could help others? How would that feel? What would that look like? What is something we say, I'll get that, let me pay for that, let me treat you. I'd love to do this. What would it look like, feel like, and sound like? And if you can see it, if you can hear it, if you can feel it, you can go out and make it happen. So just take a few minutes and just allow yourself to stay in this network of intelligence. See, your body is run by a network of intelligence which is completely influenced by your mind right now. Every time you play this recording, you are dropping into that network of intelligence where your mind influences your body, but you fully, directly, completely influence your mind until your mind is sending out better messages to your body and receiving better messages too. And you can use hypnosis to speed up this whole process. And also the critical factor that screens all of your thoughts shuts down in hypnosis. You can accept things you might have rejected. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of connection. You're worthy of health and wealth and joy. You are growing in confidence, growing in self-esteem, growing in giving and receiving praise every day. And the critical factor is shutting those down. And those words, the singing in your mind could no more reject those words than toast could reject butter. When you put lotion on your skin, it sinks in because it's balm for your skin. These words are balm for your very soul. Let them sink in. Let yourself absorb them. And always remember what you have to do, what you requires something of you. What are you going to do, achieve, learn in order to have health, connection, abundance, and confidence? Do it now, do it always. And what you want, wants you. What you are moving towards is moving towards you, and you're expanding all the time towards what you want. And as you expand towards what you want, as you go towards it, it's going towards you. So what you want, wants you. What you are moving towards is moving towards you, and you're expanding towards what you want. Expanding. When the mind moves to a new dimension, it never, ever goes back. And you could never know what your potential is because it expands as you move towards it. You're all about expansion, expanding towards your potential, your mind going to new dimensions. And you're keeping that, so knowing it, feeling amazing, feeling invigorated, feeling powerful, feeling strong, feeling healthy, connected, confident, wonderful. Just slowly, calmly, easily come back into the room. On the count of 1, 2, and 3, just open your eyes. On the count of 4 and 5, just take a deep breath. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this with me. Remember, repeat it. The mind likes what is familiar. Do it again and again and again until it is so familiar that these words stay with you and move you towards expansion and abundance. So I want to give you something else that will really help you grow and expand into the best version of you. And I'm doing something I've never done before. From tomorrow, May the 13th until May the 16th this year, I'm hosting my first ever Reinvent Yourself Summit. Never done this before. I've spent a lot of time making it amazing and outstanding. We have incredible experts coming on in every area. All the areas I mentioned earlier today, we have Jim Quick, Dr. Shefali, Dr. Spiegel, Mark Groves, Alex Howard, John Assaraf, Jeffrey Allen, and so many more. And they're going to show you in detail all the things that matter. For instance, the difference between thinking about change and how to truly wire in, fire in, and code in change, how to make it happen. How the things in your past have affected you, how your early years have shaped you, but how you can change it, how you can reframe everything to make your life extraordinary and amazing. The most important part of wealth is having a belief that you're worthy of it and deserving of it, but there's so much more. What are you going to do, create, and become? We're going to show you all of that, because becoming wealthy is not a fluke. Sometimes it's a choice. We're going to talk about the power of language, how your words shape your reality, and how just changing your language can change your entire world. I'm going to give you the power to create the life that you want. There is a way to become a master manifester, how you can use the power of your mind to manifest certain things. We're going to show you how to do that. We're also going to show you how to have healthy mindsets, healthy habits, the strategies for building a healthy mindset and indeed a healthy life, because successful people leave clues. We're going to teach you how to have an amazing relationship, how to attract and maintain love, how to create and nurture a meaningful relationship, not just with your partner, but with your children, with your colleagues, with yourself, of course. And finally, confidence and self-care, how to live an amazing, fulfilled, happy, meaningful life where you are growing. We always want to grow. We always want to get into the habits of growing, contributing, and making a difference. And you can do that better when you know that you are enough. And of course, the whole core of my work is the I'm Enough movement, so I'll be talking about that too. And it is absolutely free. There's no charge to you. Join the summit, become the best version of yourself, because if you want to change the world, change yourself first, then it becomes easier. Click the link below. Can't wait to see you there. Thanks for tuning in. Here's to you living your best life by joining our summit and learning exactly how that's possible. See you there.